What's going on, everybody? Bottom Tier Collector here, and I want to thank you as always for visiting this channel. I do want to apologize for any background noise you might hear. I'm in a closet right now. For those of you who haven't seen the inaugural video of the channel, I'm in between homes right now. I'm going to be in the process of building my home. So for the next few months, I don't know how much content I'm going to be able to get out. I'm going to be very busy, but for the next 6 to 10 months, you can expect me in a closet talking about comics. So today, what I want to talk about is Grails, and this is going to be more of a think piece. This isn't going to be the gospel. This isn't going to be me defining Grails exactly. Just want to talk more of a rambling head kind of video. And it'll be geared more towards newer collectors, newer readers, newer people in the hobby. But hopefully I can give veterans something to think about, something to consider and talk about if you choose to watch this video and you are a veteran. So, Grails. Well, let's just start here. I like to think of the term Grail coming from ancient literature. Now, I don't know if it's in the Bible, but I know the term Holy Grail has a lot of meaning with the Holy Church. They believe that a Grail existed, which was believed to be the cup Christ drank from at the Last Supper, prior to Christ getting crucified. So, this Grail, this cup, holds a lot of meaning. The Son of the Creator of the universe drank from this cup. It's definitely, when you really think about it outside the context of what you believe in religiously, I mean, it's easy to imagine why a certain group of people would hold this item, this artifact, in such high regard. Now, whether it exists or not is irrelevant, but you can find references to it in ancient literature. Again, I don't know if it's in the Bible or where the Holy Grail started in literature, but like King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table went on a quest for it. And then more in modern media, my favorite movie of all time is called Monty Python and the Holy Grail, which is essentially a parody of King Arthur searching for the Holy Grail. And then, don't butcher me, Indiana Jones fans, but I'm pretty sure in The Last Crusade, Indiana hunts down and finds the Holy Grail. So it's a pretty common, well-known thing, the Holy Grail. And to correlate that to comic books, that's kind of like how the Catholics and other people, don't have to be religious, but how people will hold the Holy Grail up in high esteem. I think that's what I am bestowing the highest honor on a comic book when I'm calling it a Grail. Now, this is just my feelings towards it. It doesn't have to be yours. So, like with the Holy Grail thought to be the cup Christ drank from, well, I like to think of it in terms of, would Christ read a Hulk 181? Would Christ read a first appearance of Impulse or a first appearance of Photon? Or I don't think so. I think Christ would go for the grailiest Grails that exist, which would be something like an Action Comics #1 or a Detective Comics 27, or possibly Batman #1, first Catwoman, first Joker, or Amazing Fantasy 15, the book that essentially started the Silver Age, along with DC Comics Presents 22, the first Hal Jordan. These books are Grails to me. And I see people on YouTube not pointing fingers. This isn't directed at anyone in particular. I just see people on YouTube doing these unboxings, and they're like, oh, I got a Grail. Look at my Bronze Age Grail. Oh, man. Is this a Grail? I love this character. In fact, I bought this book because my favorite character of all time is in Omega Man. So I had to have this book, which is the first Omega Man, because I love Lobo, that guy back there, so much. This is his first appearance. Is this a Grail? It's even got a signature on it. I don't think so. I got it for $6. Now, I know there was markup when I bought this. I bought it at a con. There's overhead, had to cover the overhead. The vendor had to cover his overhead. But it's $6. I wasn't going to haggle. And I feel like, to me, a $6 book is not a Grail. I don't care whose first appearance it is. Are these Grails? So, I'm a Lobo fan. Are these Grails? These are first appearances. These books are attached to Lobo. This is the first time we see that iteration of Lobo as opposed to first Lobo, who's clearly not the biker guy. Is that a Grail? This book is like a 50-cent book. I mean, you can find it at a $1 book or a $1 bin. Are these Grails? Not to me. This is first Crush. First, which one's the special here? First cameo, first full appearance of Crush, Lobo's daughter, right there. Or is that a Grail? Will it be a Grail in 20 years? I don't know. Things to think about. Spec books. First King Shark. This is the spec book of all spec books right now. First Carnage. Spec. Are they Grails? In my opinion, I don't think so. This book is, I think a 9.8 is like around $1,000 right now. This book is 50-cent fodder. It's first King Shark, and we're all getting a Suicide movie this fall. This book could blow up, and even if it blows up, is it a Grail? Not to me. But these books, these are the most valued books in my collection. First Mr. Miracle, first Morpheus. When I bought this book, I felt so relieved that I had it in my possession. The hunt was over. The FOMO was over. It's in my box. I bought it at fair market value. I call this book the DC Venom, the DC Amazing Spider-Man 300. I really think this book is that book for DC when it comes to the Copper Age. And then this is just some Jack Kirby goodness. First Mr. Miracle, good Bronze Age key. Jack Kirby at DC, just you'd love to have it in your collection if you know anything about Jack Kirby. Does that make it a Grail? It's really up for you to decide what a Grail is. Do we use the term Grail loosely? I think we do. However, there's a lot of context with throwing around the word Grail, because it's not so simple as Amazing Fantasy 15, Action Comics #1, Detective Comics 27 are the Grails, and that's it, and nothing else. We also have eras inside of comic books. We have the Golden Age, the Silver Age, the Bronze Age, the Copper Age, and the modern current age. And inside each era, you know, and we also have the Atomic Age, and some people are throwing around the term Platinum Age for 90s and early 2000s. You also have, like, so this would be a Copper Age Grail. Does that make it a Grail compared to an Action Comics 1? I don't think so. But it still could be a Grail. It's the most valuable comic in my collection right now. So what does a Grail mean to you? These are just some things to think about. I'm not really trying to define anything here. It's just a think piece, something to think on. Now, why is this important? Because I'm sure you're thinking, what's the point of this video? He's just arguing semantics. He's just spouting off to be spouting off. I think defining what Grails are for you is important, because you can help control FOMO, fear of missing out. And to make wise decisions in this hobby, because this hobby can get very expensive, I think it's important to prioritize books for you. You know, if this is a Grail for you because of your budget or your needs, or you just really like Omega Men and that's all you want to read is Omega Men, this might be the Grail for you, this first Omega Men. Or first Carnage. If you really love Carnage, this might be your ultimate Grail. And we all have different goals and wants that, you know, that we're hunting for. So yeah, it's just, I do think it is important to control the FOMO of these books, because when you start overspending on comic books and you melt that checking account or you overload on that PayPal credit account, you can get burned out real quick. And that's not what we want here in the community. We don't want people getting burned out. I've been around the community long enough to see there's a lot of people that are reaching out and networking, and this is a great community in my opinion. And you can rely on you can talk to other people and ask for advice. And so I think that's why it's important to decide what your grails are. To me, a grail is something like the Holy Grail was intended to be something that you couldn't just have in your collection. It's the one cup Christ drank from in the Last Supper. You can't just buy it. To me, an Action Comics #1 or Detective 27 or an Amazing Fantasy 15 fits that bill for me. Not a first Morpheus, not a first Carnage. So, just some things to think about, you know. And again, not again, but, you know, do your research when you're prioritizing your books, when you're considering what your grails are. Look up fair market value. Go to Comic Book Realm. Go to eBay sale listings. Go to there's multiple sites out there. There's great people in this community that go into great detail on grails, on market analysis in comic books. And so reach out to these people, and you know, it's not just so simple as doing your homework. You do have to know where to go. And so you know, that's where these other YouTubers in this great community can help you out. I'm going to sign off here. I just want to give you some things to think about. I hope you liked the content of the video. I know there wasn't too much meat. It was very vague, and I was speaking in a lot of generalities, but I think it's important for us to consider what our grails are. So, as always, please subscribe or unsubscribe. Thumbs down, thumbs up, leave a comment. Leave hate stuff on the comments. I don't care. Any interaction is appreciated. And thank you very much for watching this video.